Good morning everybody, happy Saturday, Jai Shri Ram. This is the Hero Xtreme 160R 4V, and with this particular product what Hero is trying to do is that they are targeting to get the top spot in the performance affordable 160cc motorcycles, which is primarily dominated in terms of performance by the APACHE RTR 160 and then it has other fierce rivals like the PULSAR N160. We have the Japanese ones, Yamaha FZ, FZS, and then we have the Suzuki Gixxer 155. Has Hero done enough? Is that label of 4V enough to make it the segment benchmark, to make it get to the top spot? Let's find it out. So let's begin with the front. This headlight, the design is nearly the same as it was in the previous version. That's the 2-valve version. However, what Hero has done is they have placed it slightly downwards, and this gives even more of a macho, that aggressive look to this motorcycle. That complemented with this new golden upside down forks from KYB, that adds to that oomph factor of this motorcycle, what it has always been popular for. I mean, if you talk about the design, I've always liked the XTREME 160R, the way they have designed it, and this further enhances that entire muscular macho look. Moving further back, over here they have added a new underbelly cowl. This is the pan that they have added. This says 4-valve. That does not mean that this bike is only having a 4-valve engine head. There's a lot that has changed. To begin with, first of all, yes, it's a 4-valve head, so definitely it helps with better intake and exhaust. The engine breathes far better. Next thing is the crankcase is all new, is what Hero is saying. The bore and stroke of this motorcycle, of this particular engine, is totally different than what the previous version was having. So the current version, that is the 2V model, that has a longer stroke and a shorter bore, right? That's why it makes more torque. However, this one, because Hero is targeting this as the fiercest rival for the segment benchmarks, and they're saying this is going to start a new breed of dragsters. That means it needs outright power at the low end. That's why this engine has a much bigger bore and a shorter stroke now. So the engine travels vertically lesser, the size is slightly bigger, and that is complemented with a bigger rear sprocket. Now the 2-valve version is having about 38 tooth. Now this one is having 42. So they have increased the rear sprocket size as well. And all of these changes, they work very good hand in hand. Up to 4000 RPM, the bike feels like a normal 150cc. But then it's after 4, when it goes to 4, 5, 6000, 7000 RPM. That is a spectrum when the bike pulls very clean. It goes quite fast. It does not feel like a regular 160cc motorcycle. And that's where, the entire drag strip concept is coming. According to Hero, this is the fastest accelerating motorcycle from 0 to 60 and 0 to top speed in the entire segment. We tested the 0 to 60 top speed. It comes out quite quick. And the top speed I saw was a speedo indicated little above 120, but then yeah, the bike is actually strained. The engine feels strained at that speed. Now you would ask, what is the cruising speed of this motorcycle, right? So anything beyond 85 up to 100, the engine feels calm, it feels composed. There is absolutely no strain. There are no vibrations, neither on the handlebar nor on the foot pegs. It's just that when you're trying to go near the red line, when you cross 8000 RPM, that's when you feel mild buzz at the handlebar and a little bit on the foot peg. However, the foot pegs, they have rubber inserts, so it's not annoying. It's more like the character of the engine, that mechanical feel is always there with this motorcycle. And then the design, the fuel tank, again, they have redesigned it. It looks quite similar to the previous one, but now it looks slightly bigger. It's bulkier. There's a much more visual bulk that has been added. There's a small scoop air channeling little above the fuel tank filler, and this entire design here, it looks quite big. It looks muscular as well. And that complemented with the belly pan, the entire proposition looks very beautiful. Now if you come back towards the rear, as you can see, this has the split seat. So this is the top of the line, the Pro variant. This comes with a split seat. You can have it as a single piece seat as well. That is sold an accessory, and it's available in the other 2 variants. So you can get that. But this golden upside down suspension that you're getting on the front is restricted only to the Pro version. Now there is a small caveat. The Pro version, although it gets everything, it does not get the Bluetooth connectivity. That is there in the mid-spec variant. So if you want the mid-spec Bluetooth connectivity, you will have to lose out on the golden upside down forks. I don't know what is the logic, but then yeah, that's the way Hero has done it. The seats in themselves, they are very comfortable. They are very plush. The cushioning is quite thick, and it's very comfortable for city as well as on highways. The pillion seat is quite decent, and definitely you can sit on this seat, be it on the city or on highways, for hours together without feeling strained at all. And overall, as I said, it's a quite good looking, quite handsome product. I've always liked the XTREME 160R more than the rivals. Apache looks decent, but I'm not a big fan. Again, I like the look of the Pulsar. Now that we're comparing these, the fit and finish on this bike is good enough. The plastic quality is fine, the paint quality is quite good. There's no denying the fact, especially this grey color that it has. It has a sparkling, glittering kind of effect, which looks very beautiful under sunlight and in daylight. This fluorescent green color, it will get dirty. There is no denying, because this is a test ride bike and it has already gotten quite dirty. The things that I do not like about this motorcycle, right? First thing is, the suspension is very good, there is no doubt, but then the problem is when you're riding little hard on the highways or somewhere, right? Because they're calling it as dragster, so obviously it's meant to be little hard. Under hard braking, the suspension feels a little bit unsettling, especially the rear. The front is good. If I press it down, if you see, the rebound is quite good. It does not go up and down and again, right? Good. The rear, it feels that it is going to bottom out at certain hard braking conditions. Secondly, the tires, this is with the Seat Zoomrat tires, and honestly I'm not a big fan of these tires. The bike is very capable, the chassis, the engine is very good, the total combination is good, but then the tire is a big letdown. I believe if Hero can give it with MRF tires, at least it would be a whole lot better. At least the MRF Zapper ones, they have a lot better grip than what this is offering, right? The tire is a little bit annoying is what I feel. Next thing is ergonomically, I am a short person. As I said, I'm 5'8" and my fingers are small. I'm not blessed with like long fingers. The reach to the clutch and the brake lever, it's quite far. I believe if Hero can give a slightly bent one, the levers, or if they make it a little bit closer to the handlebar, it would feel better. Otherwise, if I have to hold it, it literally feels at the edge of my fingers, and I cannot pull it as easily as I would have to do it on as I would do on another motorcycle, right? And next comes the weld quality. Now, if you look at something like the PULSAR N160, the welding is very beautifully done. It's all machine welding and it's done very fine. On this, the welding could have been better because you still have those bubbles, that comes when you weld it. That's a little bit annoying to see. I wish Hero could have done slightly better than that. Otherwise, there is no problem with the bike. Ergonomics is very well sorted out. Let me show you to how it looks when I'm sitting on it. So I am 5'8" as I said, and yeah, this stand, I do not like the positioning of the stand. It will take a little bit time getting used to, but then usually the side stand would be somewhere in the middle, half length of the gear lever. This is way forward, and the first time I sat, I was searching for the kickstand. It's like way in the front. So this is little bit, it could have been slightly better, because see, the lever of the stand, it comes right under the foot peg. So you literally have to lift the foot peg if you want to engage the side stand, otherwise it's difficult. So the ergonomics, it's quite aggressive. It's not like very boring. The handlebar is flat, but it has a little bit of bend towards the rider. And if you see, if I sit this way, there is no strain on my wrist, there is no strain on my elbows either. There is a slight bend on the elbow, and I sit this way. Quite an aggressive stance. It's a very commanding position. The foot peg is slightly rear set, but it's not very rear set, so you will not get any kind of a knee pain or pain in the legs when you're going for the rides. Plus the seat is quite wide, quite big. Person, taller rider, they can sit easily, they can move around, and this is definitely going to make you feel a lot more comfortable compared to any other bike in this particular segment if you're a taller rider or a shorter rider. So keeping the foot flat on the ground, absolutely no problem. The bike is quite light, although it has gained about 3.5-4 kgs over the 2-valve engine because all of these changes are there, but still it feels very light on its feet when you're riding it, when you're going aggressive, you're taking turns, or you're going through curves or hard road. It's very agile. The bike definitely inspires a lot more confidence. The only thing that's a letdown are the tires. Somehow I do not like the tires. So yeah, with all of these changes, the prices have gone up marginally over the rivals, that is the Apache as well as the Pulsar. But then this definitely feels a lot value for money with all of these changes that Hero has done. And one good thing about Hero is that regardless of how many changes they make in a motorcycle, they don't increase the prices a lot, right? They did it with the Xpulse 4V, where so many changes came in with hardly 5,000 rupees increment. They're going to do something similar. We have done something similar with this. The prices have increased very marginally. And as always, this is a brilliant motorcycle. If you are a college kid, or let's say you are going to get your first motorcycle, upgrading for a 100cc motorcycle to a 150, which has more performance, you want to go on highways, you want to go to office, daily life, everything. A great motorcycle, great proposition, beautifully finished, very well done. And yeah, I quite liked it. So I hope that you guys liked the video, and in case if you did, do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and acquaintances, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Until then, stay safe, ride safe, and God bless you all. Bye bye.